Yeah, it's smart.
Anyways, motherfuckers, we are live.
Oh, there it
we
is.
are live in this bitch. Hey, no, I want to do. Let me do a little pregame.
You're listening to the Ramblin' Matt Ramage podcast. Let's go!
All right, what's up, people? All right, we're back in this thing. All right, we're back in this thing. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. All right, if you're on Facebook, share this bitch to your grandma. She wants to see what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Tell your grandma I said hello.
You know what I mean? So we might possibly have a very special guest, and Alex ain't it. He ain't the special guest. I like him, but he ain't special.
I'm not special enough for that title. No, that's not quite
He
true.
is a guest. He's just not special.
That's fair.
No, but we're gonna talk about this game a little bit, and I might possibly have a special guest. Depends when the plane lands.
Depends when the plane lands. Depends. Are you allowed to drop that? I'll allow you to. But it depends on when the plane lands. We might have somebody stopping by.
We might, and we might not. And if he doesn't, I don't want to.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it happens. Regardless, we're here. Let's talk.
Let's talk, dude. First of all, dude, I want to talk. I got some shit to talk about. And if this happens, it'll happen. If it doesn't happen, it won't happen. And then you'll know it didn't happen because
just keep talking, Matty.
No, because they'll know it didn't happen because they'll be like, I'm still looking at these ugly freaks.
Yeah, right. if somebody other than us pops up, then you know it's them. But if it's nobody else, you're just stuck with us.
Yeah, and if you see someone really cool,
not going to spoil the name here. We're going to get a lot of these comments. Don't spoil it. We're not going to spoil the name until they show up. That's how we're going to do this because it's a maybe.
Let's look at the comments. All right, so Bears still suck. That's
accurate. That is accurate.
That is so.
Just called my doctor. Just called my doctor, and he actually confirmed to me that indeed the Bears still suck.
You know what I mean? There you go. Go Pack, go number 1 seed. All right, so
all right.
We talked earlier, Alex. All right, so we're gonna talk about Packer stuff. Waiting, if a special guest does appear, I'm gonna look.
I'm just a guest.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at my phone, and if it does happen, if it does, we'll jump into that. I'll cut Alex off if he's talking. He likes to ramble. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, says the guy whose podcast is literally named Ramblin' First Name Last Name.
Yeah. No, but while we're here, because hey, people tune in because you never know. Like I do really have a really good guest on.
Yeah, that's accurate. I can confirm.
On the list of people that could show up, it's actually only.
Just gotta keep chugging whiskey until you shut up. That's my game plan tonight.
But while we wait for that to happen, we're gonna talk about some Green Bay Packers stuff. All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we talked about like what was the team you didn't want to meet earlier.
Yeah.
When we had the post game show, the first post game show. This is the post game.
This is the post game after the post game.
Yeah.
Right.
So what team do you want the Packers? Like I know that there is like way the frames work.
Well, that's an interesting question, Matty, right? Do I go at it from an angle of, oh my God, I would love to kick the shit out of the Bears again? Or do I go at the angle of give me the easiest road to the Super Bowl? Because I don't know if I necessarily want that. You probably want your team challenged. The number one thing haters are saying this year is that the Packers haven't beaten teams with a record over 500. Today was one of those victories. Last week was also one of them. And there's only one other one from way earlier in the season. I believe it was the other Bears game. So, they haven't really played a ton of great teams. And when they have, they've lost. Indianapolis, Tampa Bay, both playoff teams in their respective conferences. I want the Packers to play good teams. So, yeah, I kind of agree with Jimmy here. Bring on Tampa in Lambeau in the middle of January. Bring me a South Florida team. I would love to see the Saints again. I think that's maybe the team that I don't want to see. But I don't know what angle to go at this, right? If you're saying the team that I do want to see, the answer is probably whoever wins the NFC East. Right now looking like Washington, but they're only up by 6 here on Sunday Night Football. If they win, they have 7 wins and get into the playoffs. If they lose, the Giants have 6 wins and get into the playoffs. So, I mean, my answer is probably the team that I want to see, the winner of the NFC East, because it's the easiest cop-out. Yeah. But outside of that, love to see the Bears again and beat them for a third time, because when is it not fun to yell the Bears still suck, the Bears, right? You know what I mean? So we'll see. But I think my answer is to really ramble on, as you just caught me guilty of doing.
You named every team.
Yes, I did.
NFC.
You're right. I did.
That
All 16 of them.
No, but I agree. I'd rather play whoever wins the NFC East. Give me that team, because we'll beat the shit. But this is actually a really good comment.
I'm not even on the tab.
Who's your MVP tonight?
Billy Turner is a great answer. Great answer.
Billy Turner is Collins' answer.
I like Collins' answer. Billy Turner is a really good answer. Flexes over to left tackle from his usual position on the right side. And in the third game, he's played left tackle, this year. He played really solid. I like him at left tackle. I think I mentioned this on the first pregame show. I was a little surprised by the fact they didn't move Elton Jenkins over to left tackle from left guard, but I'm happy with that. I'd rather have, debatably our best offensive lineman. I don't know if he's to D-box level yet, but Elton Jenkins, our most versatile offensive lineman. I like him at left guard. Billy Turner played great. I was really impressed with the offensive line play. Rodgers only sacked once. But to go into my MVP, I'm going to go with another cop-out. And I'm going to have one on each side of the ball. Offensive MVP, Aaron Rodgers, just absolutely terrific. I said he wrapped up like a Christmas present. He wrapped up the MVP race last week. For the new year, he put a bow on it, man. He made it even prettier of a gift because he won the MVP. He solidified that tonight. Defensive, Adrian Amos was everywhere tonight. He was awesome. Interception, as Christopher says in the comments. Amos was great. So, yeah, my answers would be Rodgers, Adrian Amos, and then as my third star, as if we were talking hockey, I'd go Billy Turner.
All right, yeah. So, the Aaron Rodgers, I think, is a gimme. That
was the cop-out, like I said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just obvious because Aaron Rodgers, he made the MVP this year. But, this comment says, Amos is awesome.
Amos is awesome. And it was cool to see him in the revenge game tonight. Yeah. Adrian Amos was terrific.
Yeah. So,
Again,
I don't know who I would say is the MVP. Well, Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. If you're going to talk about, straight up, Aaron Rodgers, get the fuck out of here.
It's not close. It's really not to me. And I think again, not to repeat myself from earlier tonight, but I think I said this in the first pregame or on Pack-A-Day podcast, which I recorded in between this. With Aaron Rodgers, I don't even remember where I was going with that, Matty. The whiskey's starting to set in. But it's over with. It's not close.
It's not close. No, Aaron. But let me ask you this. What you think about MVS catches? I think we talked about this a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Let's touch on it because
it's a big topic.
And people want to know your thoughts.
The thing is, MVS keeps coming back up. MVS keeps coming back, and that's the roller coaster ride. I sang "Roller Coaster Love" by the Red Hot Chili Peppers earlier tonight. Roller coaster. That's MVS, dude. It's up and down. It's scary. Sometimes it's a lot of freaking fun. It's just the MVS ride. And that's what we got again tonight. It's a matter of taking an off season and working with Devontae Adams. Next year, be scared of MVS. He reminds me of a young Devontae Adams. We had these same issues where, one day Devontae in 16 and 17 was a roller coaster ride. He'd make some great catches and he'd have some drops. It's just how it goes. It's young football players. MVS is still number 3 behind Lazard and Adams, of course. And I think he played really solid, but that drop was not fun. There's Matt's answer.
Smith's brother is your favorite? First of all, Zadarius Smith is an animal. He's a beast. I'm not gonna act like, but Preston's my guy. I had a few conversations with him. I went bowling with him. I beat him. Whatever, no big deal. I don't want to talk about it, but. No, but Zadarius is awesome. Preston's my guy. He's a very good guy. I went bowling with him. I don't know if you heard about it, but no, I joke. But yeah, I forgot what you were saying. That's a problem. When
you changed the topic. You changed the. I was talking about MVS. Now you're talking about what Smith brother is your favorite.
I just hit random comments. No, Zadarius is way better.
They are rolling in quickly. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the comments. Let's just say this. Tell us your biggest takeaway from 17 games. We're through the regular season. what's the big thing about the Packers that's on your mind tonight? Chime it into the comments. We'll keep rolling through them. We're having fun with you. Appreciate you chilling with us, Packers community.
No, my biggest takeaway, people need to keep on comment, and we might even take some phone calls because I can rig up some shit. I think,
my phone's charged. I can hook it up though.
I got my shit.
Are you gonna be able to hear them?
No, I can. I just have to unhook from you.
Are you gonna be able to hear me?
Yeah, no, I won't at the same time. That definitely won't happen. But I can unhook, and you just shut the hell up for a second while I take the phone call. It'll be all right.
Yes, sir.
But my big takeaway from this season is that, the Packers are not nobody. First of all, my biggest takeaway. Let me put it this way. All right, my biggest takeaway is fans don't know shit, and I mean myself included, you included, everybody except Andy Herman.
I just had a great session of Packing a Podcast with him. You can get that at 1 a.m. Central Time. Shameless plug. But
get that plug.
But I think I went on a rant about this on our first post game, not to keep reaching to the old post game, but I went on a rant. True. I mean, everybody's with us now. Everybody's a night bird like you and I are. Love to see everybody rocking with us tonight. There's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the conversation so far, as I rarely do with you, Matt. But yeah, he didn't even realize the joke. He's listening. He's not even listening. But I mean, there's a reason we aren't in Brian Gutekunst's job. There's a reason we aren't in Mark Murphy's job. They make the right calls, man. And it's been impressive to watch that come to fruition this year. Everybody shit on the draft, and look what's come of that. 13-3. There's a lot of people shit on the head coach decision about almost 2 years ago to the date when Matt LaFleur was hired. And look where he's at, 27-7 overall. That's including playoffs. I mean, that's a crazy good record.
Oh yeah,
I love where this team's at, Matt. I couldn't be more confident. I mean, I'm confident in the Chiefs in the AFC, but I'm way more confident in the Packers in the NFC, and I think that's bias aside. The road's easier. They look heads and shoulders above their competition. I am freaking pumped about the Packers, man. I'm freaking pumped.
I'm so stoked. But this is actually a really good question by Miles. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers almost throwing three different interceptions? First of all, I'll answer this. I think two of them at least weren't that really close. They'd have been really hard interceptions. But yeah, he had three almost picks that could have been, and that would have changed the damn game. But you could look at any quarterback. I mean, I'm not gonna make excuses and talk about Patrick Mahomes had 19 in the last 8 games, but I get it. But that's how football is. Right. Aaron Rodgers had 3 that could have been interceptions. Like I say, 2 of them would have been really good interceptions. But you can say that about any game. But yeah, three throws from Aaron Rodgers could have been picked off, and that would have changed the shit of the game. But you could talk about MVS almost had a touchdown, and that game was done. And I don't
know if it's done, but it's much more out of reach than it was. So to your point, Matt. To your point, I agree. I mean, I was definitely one of the guilty people throwing out this stat about Patrick Mahomes last week because he had the same thing happen. 2 of these passes for Rodgers today were back-to-back. And while it was scary, and Rodgers usually doesn't put us in a position that Brett Favre did a lot, where you're like, holy crap, why is he throwing that? Holy crap, that was scary, right? That we got that a lot with Favre. We never get that with Rodgers. And he put us in a couple of those situations tonight. But at the end-all, be-all in the NFL is the box score. And when you look at the box score, it reads something like this for Aaron Rodgers. 19 completions on 24 attempts, 240 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He's the first quarterback ever to throw more than 45 touchdowns, 5 or less interceptions. First quarterback ever. Again, breaking Aaron Rodgers records that have only been touched by Aaron Rodgers. The guy is just ridiculously good at football. And we got to see it again this year. And that goes back to the chip on the shoulder with drafting Jordan Love in the first round. And that goes back to all the critics last year saying they're the worst 13-3 team in the history of football. Aaron Rodgers played the best year of football I maybe have ever seen this year. It has been ridiculous to watch him. And us as Packers fans, as a lot of people are saying in the chat, this might be one of my favorite And again, I'm only 22. I didn't see the 97 Super Bowl. I saw the 2010 team. I saw the 15 and 1 2011 team. I've seen all the NFC, championship runs the last 10 years. This is the most fun I've had being a Packers fan this year. This team is just so smooth.
Yeah, see, I'm old as shit. So I saw that 96 team, right? I call the 96 team. And yeah,
they won the Super Bowl in 97.
Yeah. So yeah, you can say either way. But I remember that. I remember the Super Bowl. I remember like the fucking like we didn't win shit until then. So like people were hyped. Like people who didn't give a shit about football, like, oh, the Packers are doing some shit. You know what I mean? So like when they won the Super Bowl, I was drunk a lot those years. I mean, even though I wasn't legally technically.
Yeah, here we are yet again.
Yeah, it's a trend. So I remember the parade going through, right? Desmond Howard picked up my good friend's little brother.
Oh, that's cool.
Picked him up, brought him onto the bus, and then there was a telephone pole, so he pulled him onto the bus, and then after the telephone pole, he brought him back out. It wasn't a kidnapping. All right, so then they took him, and to this day, he's like, I was on the Super Bowl bus. Like, no, you didn't.
That's so sweet.
He's
so
like,
have I ever told you my Packers Super Bowl parade story?
No,
not as fun as that one.
No, you should tell me.
It's very quick. This is back in 2000, well, calendar 2011, but season 2010 when they won the Super Bowl. I was 12, maybe 13, whatever it was at the time. And, I grew up in Green Bay. I went to Green Bay schools. So Green Bay schools were canceled the day of the parade.
Yeah.
So my dad, my brother, and I went to the parade. And all of a sudden, like maybe an hour before the buses roll in, I start throwing up. Long story short, I lose my hearing, I lose my sight, and I just pass out.
And
I'm 12. No, I wasn't even hungover. I hadn't had a sip of alcohol in my life at that point. Went to a hospital, watched it on a shitty box TV in a hospital bed up the road from Lambeau. And so missed the 2010 Super Bowl parade because I passed out. So if they win the Super Bowl this year, I'm the designated driver because I'm not even risking it. I need to see that freaking, which I don't know if they'll have a parade in the middle of a pandemic, but in the case they do, I need to see that.
They might because it'll be next year and they'll be done with. But yeah, that's how it was. Like in '96, I remember because you got to remember in '96 the Packers, they were the Bills of today, right? So when they had a parade, like on our street, it was all nice and oh yeah, we got everybody. They waved and all that. But like when you got to Main Street, people were like pushing cars over. People were climbing telephone poles. They weren't like breaking shit or whatever, but they were like I remember my brother's little Ford Escort. People were shaking it. He's like, bro, my shock stand don't do it like that, you know. So like people were shaking the car, but none destructive. People were climbing telephone poles. It was like the most insane thing I've ever saw. But like '97. When they lost the Super Bowl, I remember watching that game, and we were just drinking tequila straight, bro. And I passed out on the couch, or
John
not even on
Elway.
the couch,
Terrell Davis
on the floor, and my head was on a couch, like on the floor of the coach. And I woke up, and I'm like, "What happened?" They're like, "They lost." I didn't see it because I was drunk, and I watched the highlights. Elway's spinning around. I'm not gonna talk about it, but but yeah, that's what it was, and Oh, I hate John Elway. I don't want to talk about that no more.
yeah. John, so weirdly enough, I'll probably get a ton of flack for this. First jersey I ever purchased with my own money. I growing up, when I was 5, 6, 7, I was always getting jerseys as gifts because I was a big football fan. First jersey I ever purchased with my own money was a John Elway jersey.
All right, so that's enough of Alex for tonight. And thank you for tuning in to Alex.
Hey, get that guy out of here.
Dude, you can't, some things you can't confess. Some things
that was one of them. Okay, got it.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but I don't like John Elway. I don't like the Broncos to this day because of that.
That's fair.
Of that day, of whatever day it was in 1997. But anyways, so let's get these comments rolling in. We got someone saying I'm very hilarious, and I know. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate you all tuning in, and look at this. People are loving it, Alex. Me kicking you out was the funniest thing I ever did in my life.
Yeah, that was one of your best moves.
So, do you want to take a phone call?
Yeah, if you can get it set up. If you can get it set up. Well, I don't remember the number anymore, so I can't even plug it. I know it's 8776 Ramage, but I don't know how that comes out in number form.
Hang on, I can plug it. All right, so we got.
And make sure my phone's ready to go, and we'll do it up. Okay, so how's everybody doing? We're gonna take some phone calls.
No, I think I might have to do it on my phone because I have.
Just turn on my extension. I'll get the number here.
Yeah. I'll just turn on your extension. That'll be good. All right, there we go. We're throwing the phone. So you guys 18776 Ramage. Why is there no banners here? Did we delete them?
I got it. Hold on a minute. Let me get there. All right.
there. So everyone. So Alex is gonna make a banner to get the number right. So who wants to call in? Who wants to ask? No, not even ask us a question.
Who's right? 877-672-6243. Is that right? Did I do that right? I had to open the keypad to figure out the numbers and how the letters. I don't have a flip phone like it's 2003, so it's not that easy to translate the numbers.
I want to show you this because Alex said this earlier. If you hit keypad,
I know that's where I was, and I know it still says it, but it's not as easy as it was with the flip phone. It's just freaking you open your phone and it's right there.
It's actually easier because the letters are bigger.
Okay, that's a fair point. 877-672-6243 is the number. Give us a ring. We're waiting on a special guest who, at least we hope, gets in here. It looks like Trent says he's calling. Austin Help says, Maddie, I love your show. Cody says, I hope you get Brady and Lambeau so Smith and Smith Sack Associates end his career. That's a pretty good comment, Cody. 877-672-6243. My thing is turned on. We're good to go here, Maddie.
Yeah.
And again, don't take that one out of context either. I did just say
it's turned on, but I'm getting a lot of voicemails. So I think I don't think I did something right. So call it. 877-672-6243. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of.
Nope, I'm getting a call. We're good. We're good. 336. I think that might be North Carolina. Are you North Carolina?
I can't hear.
I mean, I can't either. Let's try. You're on the line with us. Do I got you or no?
Do you know what you're doing, Alex?
I think so. Let's try this call from Eau Claire. Hi, you got us?
Alex, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably because the cord's unplugged. That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it?
All right, so we're here with Alex. He doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Let's try that again. Hello, Eau Claire. If you're with us, let's hear you.
Hey, I can hear you, Alex. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hit me.
Hey, this is Rob from Minnesota. What you doing?
I'm good, Rob. How are you?
I'm loving that damn win we got today. I'll
tell you what, Rob. I'm right there with you. What do you got for us, buddy?
Hey, I'm looking a little bit forward here now.
Okay.
We're talking about the playoffs.
We can do futuristic stuff, Rob. That's fine with me.
Right. Well, we're talking, okay. So I just want to hear what you guys have to say. What team do you guys want to see week 2? Because obviously we got to buy because, we're the best team in the NFC.
Goddamn right we are, Rob.
What team do you guys want to see? I mean, I looked at all the teams, and literally the Rams don't scare me. Bears obviously don't scare me.
Right.
The Saints are not that great with all the running backs, and Tampa Bay is like they're up. I don't know who's going to show up every week. We don't know.
That's fair, Rob. Appreciate the call. That's Rob from Minnesota calling in. What team do you want to see? We started off the live that way, Matty. I think he was saying want to see more in the terms of which team do you want to kick the crap out of? And I almost want to go New Orleans or Tampa Bay again.
Yeah, because I don't want to go Bears because
you're right.
First of all,
we've seen it twice already.
Well, first of all, the Bears ain't going to be there, so let's get realistic.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, I would love to be the shit out of the Buccaneers. Yeah. Like, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. I wouldn't even say the best, but the team that beat the shit out of you. They embarrassed you.
I agree.
The Packers will be coming off fire. You got to come to Lambeau Field over there. Tommy Brady. You got to come to Lambeau Field. You gotta
So
come to
many
my house.
storylines. You want
Yeah.
that one. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you've got the win for the – and that was a totally different Packers team, but that was also a completely different Buccaneers team.
Well, the Buccaneers are so off and on. They're like –
they are hit and miss for sure.
Yeah, they're like me when I'm drunk. You know, I'm either really happy or sometimes I cry.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Sometimes you got to break down in tears. Tonight, though, not one of those nights as we're celebrating an NFC.
I will not cry tonight.
Let's go back to the phone lines now. Thanks for calling in. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what you got?
Hey guys, it's your one and only Oklahoma Green Bay Packer fan, Trenton.
Hey Trenton, how are you?
Good, guys. So tonight was awesome.
That's absolutely true.
So excited, and I'm with you guys. My first Green Bay Packer win was what got me into Green. I'm 32 years old, guys.
Uh-huh.
So Brett Favre. I don't remember who they were playing, but it was Blizzard, and I remember him throwing like a 70-something yard touchdown. I mean, me and my dad were sitting on a staticky TV watching it here in Oklahoma, guys.
Yeah.
So just imagine that. I'm 13, like you, Alex. You said you're 13, 12 years old or whatever. I was the same way. But guys, like y'all were saying, Tampa Bay or the Saints, I would love to see that again, and let us just whoop them, you know, and see some defense in it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Trenton. Appreciate the call, Trenton. Oh man, that was a call, Matty. How you feeling about that one?
No, that was a good one. I'm trying to hook up possibly this guest. All right, possibly, but let's keep it going. So,
yeah.
That
was like you didn't listen to a goddamn thing he said, did you?
No, I don't mean no disrespect, because I'm sure it was a great call, but I can't multitask that good, Alex.
Yeah, you're not good at it. You're
so
not
what
good
do you
at
say? What do you say?
I'm not really sure is the answer. That was a heck of a call from Trenton in Oklahoma. He just I don't know what he was saying, Matt. I kind of cut him off. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to come clean.
Let's not be a dick, Alex.
I'm not being a dick, Matt. I'm not being a dick. What do we got now? Matt just called me a dick. You better cheer him up. If you're on the phone line, you were with us, by the way. Go ahead and speak.
Yes, we're calling back from North Carolina. It was the first call you guys had.
Okay, what do you got, man?
Hey, looking at the from the last 2 weeks, we had a really, really good showing against the Titans. I think the defensive scheme that we played 2 weeks ago to hold Henry, and that the way we did, and then tonight against the Bears. Do you guys corner as the defensive unit? Because I think that was the area of concern for a lot of fans. Do you think that this is a trend that we will see continuing throughout the playoffs?
Sure.
And like I said, something that we've turned the corner as a defensive unit, that we've got some guys in some key positions now, that we're just starting to gel at the right time. Just like it seemed like the 2010 team, you know,
kind of turned the corner, right?
At the end.
Yeah, kind of turned the corner. I think that was a good use of the term. Appreciate the call from North Carolina. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I mean, this team definitely got from point A to point B. I don't remember when it was off the top of my head exactly in the season, but there was a point where a couple of defensive leaders went to Mike Pettin and said, hey, you need to let us attack the quarterback more. Ever since then, defense has been playing well. 4 of the last 5 weeks, they've allowed less than 20 points. I mean, that's not a bad defensive performance, especially the games you've played in the last 4 to 5 weeks. They've been a little bit too close for comfort, but the defense has definitely stepped up. Let's go back in state. Let's go to Sheboygan. Hi, how are you?
Sheboygan! They can't hear me. They hung up.
Sheboygan hung up on us.
I think they could hear me.
Apparently. That's all we wrote. So, Matt, what do we got? What do we got in the schedule the rest of the night?
All right, so I just messaged the person or persons. It's one person, but I just messaged them because I saw that they saw the message, but they might not be as eager now to jump on as they were because they found out that Alex was coming out with me.
Yeah, it was my fault.
No, but we'll find out because sometimes people say, "Hey, I want to come on," and then they don't want to as much when they are about to come on.
True.
So we'll see. We'll give them. I don't want to call people out and be like, "This person's gonna come on," and if the person does come on, it's gonna be a really good guest, and I'll probably have to kick Alex off.
Now it's all my fault. I like it.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but like, I think that was a good question that dude asked about the defense. I think he asked. I was listening a little bit. I was trying to listen about the defense. I think the defense is good.
Yeah, you're on a roll with these voicemails.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you all
first of
calling
all,
in.
I really
Appreciate
do.
that segment. That was a lot of fun. Maddie, I'm getting the same phone call from the same person over and over again.
He's a good caller.
I don't know if it's somebody we've talked to already or not. But
Yeah.
it's not the one from North Carolina. That was a hell of a call.
He said
That was a good call.
he got left on red. Yeah, I did get left on
I
red.
mean, you've got a few voicemails, but I'm not getting them anymore. So
Yeah, I
that's
got a
all
whole
I'm
bunch of voicemails, but the way it's set up, it'll take forever. No, but like, let's just talk for a minute. And in case this person comes on, because if the person comes on, it'll be the most epic conversation.
It's going to be a heck of a post-game show. I'll tell you that. We're 30 minutes in. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, as I always say. It might be a little repetitive at this point.
Yeah, so hit the comments, all right? I don't care
Let's
where
take
you're
this call. Matt, how about we take this call, huh? How you doing? Talk to us. What do you got in your mind?
Take the call.
Again?
They don't
They
want to
call
talk
and
to
hang up?
you ever call a talk radio show?
Yeah, quite a few times.
I called Jim Rome and I hung up on that person.
Yeah, I've heard that story. Yeah, Jim Rome.
So, who have you called?
I mean, a lot of local radios.
No one as cool as that.
Zach Gelb, who is nights on CBS. He is not.
Never heard of him.
Okay.
I'm just no disrespect. I'm just fucking with you. I'm sure he's a really good person of talking.
I'm sure you're a really good person, Maddie.
Maddie is an elite podcast.
Now that's a little excessive.
You just won a hat. If you'd have called earlier,
Best comment of the night. Best comment of the night.
Best comment of the night. No, but hit us with the comments. First of all, if you're watching on Facebook, share this shit. If you're on Twitter, retweet. If you're on YouTube, I don't know what the hell to do on YouTube. Subscribe to me.
That's what you do on YouTube.
Yeah. You subscribe and ask.
There it is. I wrote it. I wrote it on the screen for you.
Look at that. Subscribe on YouTube. On my YouTube. Not Alex. Fuck him. He does not even.
The one you're watching it on. Subscribe to that one. You dumbass.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, we're having a good ass time, Alex. Are you having a good time?
I'm having an all right time. I'm almost empty on the whiskey. I'm enjoying my old fashioned.
You're all leaning up on your arm like you're ready to pass out.
I'm leaning on my chair, Matt. I'm just behind my microphone. You need me to scoot over so it's better in the frame for you, or what? You videographer?
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Alex.
Yeah, ask me whatever you want. Go ahead.
What other nights or days?
Do I got you online though?
You got me on the line, yo.
Hey, this is the consistent yet determined Steve from Janesville calling in again.
Hold on. What was the name?
Steve from Janesville.
What did you say at the beginning there?
No, but I'm the guy that called earlier.
Oh, I thought you called yourself a constituent. That's what I thought I heard. Go on.
Well, I got a beauty of one for you. First of all, I think you and Matt make a dynamic duo talking.
Are we a beautiful couple? We are just the prettiest couple.
You guys are awesome, and I came up with a great idea for you guys.
I like ideas.
You should do the Ramage Damage Hour. You let Matt go off.
The Ramage Damage Hour. Is that? Do we just drink 100 beers? What happens there?
You just take the chains off Matt, let him go loose, ripping on all the other fans of the NFL, and you hang on to a yellow flag, and if he gets out of line, you throw a flag.
Steve from Janesville. That's the guy who won the hat earlier, might I add.
Yeah, you want a hat. You want a hat.
Yeah, Steve, you want a hat. So reach out to Matt, send him your address, all right?
No,
he's got a PM message from me already. But
all right. He's already got a message from you, Matt. Or for you, Matt. Steve was our best caller. That guy rocks. I love Steve.
You know what I like about the Ramage Damage Hour?
We might be able to find something there.
Yeah, the Ramage Damage Hours has nothing to do with Alex.
No, I won't be there. I won't be there.
No, you'll be there. You're part of it.
All I do is throw flags.
No, but it's my name, and I like that. I like my name. No, but like,
I'm the damage and ramage, baby.
Yeah, so I was thinking like
again, don't take that out of context. Wow, I'm on a roll tonight.
See, when I first heard the Ramage Damage Hour, I just thought we would just talk sports, and then when one of us didn't agree with the other one, we just punch him in the face, and that was the damage part. But I don't want to do that because I have a very soft face. I don't take hits like that.
So you and I cannot set up a boxing match, is what you're telling me?
First of all, you couldn't take a hit either. I can see your face right now. I feel like
we fight like we're married.
Yeah, you can't. You cannot take a punch, Alex.
Oh, I can. I'll dodge them. I'm way too tall for you.
No, I've taken many punches. You know what's funny? Because I told my kids this one time. Because my kids are kind of soft. In today's age, people don't get punched as much in the face as much.
Hey, I got a voicemail for you, and they rip Trenton from Oklahoma to shreds. I haven't heard it. I just read the transcription. Right. This might be good.
Say it. Play that bullshit.
Hey guys, I got 3 things. Trenton did not know what he was even saying. Number 2, I watched this game in Florida where I live at a Packer bar, and we had Bears Still Suck chants going, so that was awesome. Also, number 3, Amos getting that pick to just put the dagger in this game was just too perfect. He couldn't have wrote it up any better. Go, Pack, go. No one's coming to Lambeau and beating us. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Dude, I felt like that was like Rome-esque type of email or voice.
Email.
Get the hell out of my ass. You know when you can't call Rome bullshitting, right? That's why I hung up on Rome when I did. Because when you call Rome, you got to come correct. You're like, yo, Rome, I'm a little Romanesque or whatever they call themselves. What are the
well, they're members. They're members of the jungle. They're part of the jungle.
Yeah. It's a cult over there, right?
Yeah,
they're
essentially.
Like, yo, I'm calling in the jungle today. The fucking Bears ain't on top. They ain't shit. And they're like on point. When I listen to him, I'm like, holy shit, that guy knows his shit. Even though he just said nothing.
Yeah, they say nothing.
He just yelled
but
about
they're funny as hell. But they're funny as hell. Yeah.
He just yelled about being in the jungle. I was like, bro, I could not be in a jungle. I ain't never saw one jungle. I was been in the woods, but not one time have I been in a jungle. I saw some rabbits, but you know
clones. That's what it is. It's clones.
Oh yeah, it's clones. Yeah. What up, clone? No, I. What is our word? We need a word.
We'll figure it out. Maybe,
no. My last name is Ramage. No, they could be the Rammers. Yo, you guys want me to?
So dumb.
You guys want to be the Rammers?
What the hell is he even talking about at this point?
You guys can be the Rammers. Yo, we're over here just ramming shit. No, anyways. Yo, I love this shit. Dude, the Packers are the number 1 damn seed, all right?
That's true.
Number 1. Dude, just think about that for a damn minute.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Dude, I can't, dude. You ever, like, something really good happened to you? And, like...
Never.
And you're just like, do you think about that? Like, if you have a kid ever, right? You think about, like, oh, I have a kid. And it's not, like, all that impressive, but it's like, fuck. No, I'm not just kidding. No, but, like, the Packers are the number 1 seed. You just think about that shit. Like, damn. They're the number 1 seed. Like, we could actually do this shit. And it's not a given, but, like, yo, we're in position. You're in the one position you want to be in to actually be able to do that shit. And it's like, bro, I'm fucked up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But, like, yo, I'm fucking stoked. Like, yo, you got Aaron Rodgers. This defense is doing this shit, and you're in the number 1 seed. Hopefully the teams you don't want to play get knocked off next week. You know, because no one else has a bye.
Hey, man, that's what happened at 11, and knock on wood, that doesn't happen again, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, whoever you don't want the Packers to play, hopefully they lose next week while Aaron Rodgers is at the crib drinking scotch.
Yeah, he's drinking scotch, just scouting the next team that he digs a 6-foot hole for. Yeah,
he's at home thinking about what am I going to talk to Pat McAfee about on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They got nothing next week.
No, that's what I'm saying. During the bye week, he's like, well, he can talk about the Bear game. Like, oh, I won. You know, I beat this. Dude, we should do a mock Pat McAfee, Aaron Rodgers show every week. We should have done it all week long. You be Pat McAfee, I'll be Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah. Right, here we go.
No, do it. And I'll be what Aaron Rodgers really wants to say.
You'll be Aaron Rodgers. I'll be Pat McAfee.
But I'll be what Aaron Rodgers really wants to say. Because like because he's filtered, even though he's not filtered. So,
You know. Aaron,
up.
my best friend, Aaron. I was taking notes during the game, so let me read these for you. All right?
Hang on a second. I gotta set this up right. All right. Where's the settings at? Oh, hang on. I got this. You gotta wait a second. This is gonna be so good. Watch it.
What's going on here?
Watch this. It's gonna be so good. All right, I'm ready. You gotta have break. You gotta have break behind you.
Yeah, that's true. That's what he's got. Aaron. I was taking notes about the game this week, and my first question is, how much do you hate AJ Hawk?
All right, so AJ Hawk, a lot of times he smokes cigars, and they're not good cigars. You know what I mean? They're probably like layoff cigars, cigars maybe he stole. I had him at my house a couple of times. He probably stole from me. And AJ Hawk was, he was a good teammate.
That's how Pat McAfee laughs, I think.
I don't even know what Aaron Rodgers would say about AJ Hawk, but he'd tell some story that I don't know the story to. He'd be like, one time we were in practice, and AJ Hawk was over there, and he said some things, and I was like, "Get out of here, AJ Hawk." No, I don't know how to answer that question.
Let's try again. But
I have a brick wall behind me, and AJ Hawk's over there like smoking a big ass cigar, like a big old dick. He always has like a lighter that like is like a flame torch. Why is that? Why does he have like he has like a flamethrower shooting at his eyeball? That's how I have eyes like I have, because I used to do the same thing.
That thing's sweet. We keep a bag of cough drops on the desk for AJ Hawk. So next question, Aaron.
Ask me something about the media.
The media has been asking you a lot about Jordan Love getting drafted and how that made you a better player. Is that true?
First of all, the media, they just talk shit. All right. The media, besides like 4 of them, and there's like 26 of these pricks. All right. I'll give 4 of them credit. All right. Bob isn't one of them. No, but like the media, they just start shit. They're like the Boy Scouts trying to start a fire. All right. And I don't like that shit. I'm just trying to live my best life, and they're over here trying to start shit, asking me if I'm friends with Matt LaFleur. I was at his house last night barbecuing. He's got a nice ass fucking grill. We over there cooking up steaks, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pat McAfee and Aaron Rodgers joining us here on the Ramblin' Matt Ramage podcast.
I don't even know if that made sense, bro.
That wasn't close. That wasn't even good.
I'm going to post that. I'm going to tag Pat McAfee, and I'm going to say, put me on your damn show, bitch. No, because I told this story earlier, right? I tweeted this about when, because you saw Davante Adams yell at that ref, right?
Oh, yeah, he was in his grill, man.
So when that happened, I told my son, I was like, that reminded me of when he yelled at me, because Davante Adams was in my face. And Aaron Rodgers, when I was at the softball tournament, when I was the umpire, when I screwed up, they were in my face. And not in my face like they were trying to kill me, and it wasn't that same aggression, but like to me it was. It was like Davante Adams.
What did Davante, so if you were in the shoes of that ref, maybe you have a decent perspective. What did Davante Adams say to you when you screwed up a blatantly obvious call that you fucked up really bad at that charity softball game?
First of all, I blacked out. Here's what actually happened. So, I wasn't paying attention because Aaron Rodgers is right there. I was like, holy shit, Aaron Rodgers is right there. You know, Zadarius Smith is right here because Aaron Rodgers was on offense. Zadarius Smith was covering second. And Zadarius Smith just got signed. And I was just in amazement how big Zadarius Smith was. He fist bumped me. And it was like me headbutting his fists. Like, that's what it was. He was like, hey, what's up, bro? And he fist bumped me. And I was like, well, that guy, if he punched me in the face, like, I wouldn't have a face no more.
Right, yeah, that'd be gone. Your eyes might be straight again in that case.
So I was just in awe of the whole situation. So, like, when someone slid into second base, like, that was my shit. Like, I was supposed to watch that. And I didn't watch a damn thing. But I figured everybody's like, what's the call? What's the call? I was like, well, I got a 50-50 shot, and I was still wrong. I was like, I had a 50-50. I should have went with whatever Aaron Rodgers said or whatever Aaron Rodgers' side was. But I didn't. I just picked one. I just not safe. And Aaron Rodgers like, what the fuck, bro? And then Devontae Adams run up on me, and he's like, what's up? And people are like, well, it's just a charity softball game. But they're competitive. And they weren't all serious about it. You know what I mean? They were like half. But they were still a little bit serious because they're competitive. They don't play this bullshit to lose. You know what I mean? Like
no, they're there to win, right?
Yeah. So I felt like an asshole, and I was like dying. But then.
So were you the home plate ump?
I was a second base ump.
Oh, so you fucked up a call that probably wasn't even that hard.
Yeah, it was not hard at all. It was a very easy call. They showed
and
me.
You got it wrong? Well, you got it wrong?
They pointed at the Jumbotron. You see that? I'm like, yeah. Oh, that was a badass call. That was fucked up, bro. I'd be pissed, too. So then when I got home, I was like, a couple of players I talked to, like Robert Tanyan was one of them. And he DM'd me, and he was like, bro, we were in the dugout. We were like, bro, I think he's going to cry. And they were like in the dugout talking about. I didn't know at the time.
Were you pretty upset when it happened?
Oh yeah. I was shook. Aaron Rodgers yelled at me, but he didn't yell at me I don't like to tell the story that way because people are like, oh, Aaron Rodgers is a bad guy, this and that. They gave me the business, which I deserved. It wasn't like over the top. It wasn't like they were like.
Right.
Crazy and like.
You deserve to get barked at, right?
Yeah, but they were giving me the business like in a jokingly way. But like I was like, holy shit. Aaron Rodgers just fucking yelled at me, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna be all over. So
I was like shook, and I looked around and then Zadarius Smith says to me like, "That was a good call. I don't know what you're talking about," because it benefited him. So right. I forget what he said, but he said something like that. I looked back at Preston because he was my guy, and he was like, "I ain't got nothing for you, bro." Dude, that day was insane though, because Josh Jackson, who followed me on Instagram and then unfollowed me before this happened. He was like, I don't want to see this bullshit. But he knew who I was, and he was yelling my name. He was like, Matt Ramage, you goofy-eyed son of a bitch. And he was like, and he actually made me comfortable because he was like yelling my name, and he was like, dude, these guys are like super competitive. Like they're like in it. Who was the quarterback, the backup at that time?
What year was this?
What, 2018-ish?
Would that still be Hundley? Would that be DeShone Kaiser?
DeShone Kaiser. So DeShone Kaiser walks up to me, right? And he's like, yo, Matt, you make the videos with the goofy eyes. I was like, yeah. He's like, I love your content. Keep doing your shit, bro. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. He knows who I am. But he don't follow me. So I was like, what the fuck, bro?
He also isn't in Green Bay anymore. That's a tough draw.
But he was at the time, and I was like, why are you following me, though? No, but, all these guys knew who I was. And I was like, holy shit, they all know who I am. But, none of them like me. No, but, it was a cool day, dude. That day was cool, and I'll remember that shit forever. I'll tell my grandkids if I live that long. And, but, dude, I remember going off the field because after they won and all this shit happened. Yeah, they're all happy. I wasn't invited to celebrate. And then I went off the field, and people were like, hey, you were the guy that got yelled at Aaron Rodgers. Can I have a picture of you? I was like, yeah, for sure. Because everyone saw it. It wasn't the
You got yelled at by Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Get a picture with me, asshole.
Yeah, I got yelled at by Aaron. It wasn't really yelled at. It was
You got scolded.
But it's funny because after he yelled at me, where I felt bad about it, and then 5 minutes later, he was still thinking about it. And he looked at me and he goes, are you umping or just hanging out? And I was like, I'm umping.
That cut deep.
And I was like, I'm umping. I'm just not really good at it. That's exactly what I said. I said, I'm umping. I'm just not really good at it. But it was all in fun. But I think he was a little ticked off but people don't realize that these guys are competitive. And he wasn't
ultra competitive. Yeah,
but he wasn't really because he was, there was. I didn't take it as Aaron Rodgers was being mean to me and I'm gonna go cry. I mean, I did cry.
Apparently, you almost did. Is what you just told us. Yeah.
No, but I didn't take it. I didn't take it. When I left, I didn't be like Aaron Rodgers is a dick. I didn't take it like that. I was like, yo, I fucked up, and they told me about it. Devontae Adams messaged me later that day on Instagram and said, hey, yo, bro, that was all in fun. no hard feelings, and that made me happy. He didn't follow me, whatever, no big deal.
But he still reached out, Matty.
Yeah, he could have followed me. No, no, but like I didn't take.
You got a lot of ill will over the people that don't follow you. You've only mentioned that like 18 times in the story.
No, because they follow me. Robert Tonyan followed me. I got me a Robert Tonyan jersey. Devontae Adams could have got himself a jersey sale. I think he'll be all right. No, but dude, they were all very cool with me. Like even they didn't yell at me. Like I joke about it because they didn't yell at me. They didn't go over the top. They gave me the business. I deserved the business. And then it was like, dude, that's like the highlight of my life, dude. How many times have I told this story?
Quite a few. Quite a few.
Lot because it's the story of my life. Dude, Aaron Rodgers could have hit me that day, and I'd have been okay with it.
Could have ejected him. I agree with Joe. Should have ejected him.
I should have. You know what would happen if I ejected? I tell the story a lot. I was like, what would have happened if I would have just said, "Get the hell out of here"? They'd have been like, "No, you get the hell out of here."
Right.
That's Aaron Rodgers. I don't even. Who the hell are you, anyways?
Why are you here again?
They called me a celebrity umpire. I was like, yeah.
Who are the other celebrity umpires?
Like radio DJs.
Like who?
Like WIXX guy. I don't know who they are. I don't listen to the radio. But there's a guy, he's like, I'll take second and you go on first. I was like, no. You go on first. I'll take second. And then they told me, they're like, you don't even have to be an umpire. Just go out there, go live on Instagram. They want me to promote the
event, right.
So, but the people who told me to be there were not the people that Aaron Rodgers thought, this guy's an umpire. They were just like, just have fun. It'll be all good. Yeah. They were not in cahoots with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Because I didn't consider myself an umpire. I considered myself a guy, shit's going to happen. The umpire at home is going to cover it all, and he's going to got it. But no, they're like, oh, no, what's the call? Like, holy shit. Like, they told me, go live on Instagram. You're fine. I was taking pictures the whole time. I wasn't paying attention. I was like texting my wife, look at this shit, it's Aaron Rodgers. And then they're like, what's the call? Like, oh shit, let me ask my wife.
Ow.
Dude, I just picked one. I said I got safe or I got out.
Which one did you pick?
It was I think it was out.
And he wasn't out?
Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers was on offense. It was out and he should have been safe. And it was a decision I had to live with, you know what I mean? No, but I give Sean.
Still lives in his nightmares to this day.
No, but it was good. Like I have fun with it. But dude, it wasn't serious. Like I love me some Aaron Rodgers. Like it was.
Now can't you?
It was all in fun, dude. I have a memory, dude. How many people get yelled at by Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and like half
Not
the
many.
offense? They're the only two that I remember. I'm sure the other guys that were yelling at me at the same time. Hang on, let me see what's going on here.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here.
I don't think we're gonna have a special guest tonight, but I don't think that's gonna happen for us. I think the special guest changed his mind. He might have tuned in.
Yeah, that might make a lot of sense.
Yeah, he might have tuned in. So what are you guys all talking about tonight? All right, so let me go. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a special guest. I think we just got to talk with Alex tonight. And
what a great consolation prize.
Alex, do you have a story? Like, have you ever met, who's the best Packer player that you ever met? Here's a question for your ass.
The greatest?
Or like your favorite story.
Well, I have a Brett Favre story.
All right, no one wants to hear that shit.
Okay.
But, I'm just kidding. Tell your little Brett Favre story. Everyone's met Brett Favre. That guy's a fucking media whore.
That guy's everywhere. Yeah. No, he held me as a 3-year-old and then asked my father, is this motherfucker potty trained? Because I don't know which. I know he has daughters. I think it's the youngest one is my age, and we were at his house, and Brett picked me up and said, "Is this motherfucker potty trained?" That's my Brett Favre story.
So you were at Brett Favre's house?
Yeah, my dad was working security at his house, so we were over there.
I'm surprised he didn't pick you up and be like, "Tell your dad that'll be $500."
Yeah, right. Right.
No, making his money. No, I joke, dude. People get mad at me because I joke about Brett Favre a lot.
Are you not a Brett Favre guy ever since he left the Packers?
No, I got over it. I have no ill will, dude. Because I told people though, when Brett Favre went to the Vikings, instant hate. I hated him. I had no love. Dude, but you understand this, though. Like, I know that you probably don't understand because you were young, but how much Brett Favre is loved. Like, Aaron Rodgers is loved. Everyone loves Aaron Rodgers.
Brett Favre's the fucking man.
He will, dude, Aaron Rodgers, as much as I love Aaron Rodgers way more than I love Brett Favre. And that's just what it is.
Really?
I love Aaron Rodgers way more than I love Brett Favre. But no player in the NFL history was loved more than Brett Favre. And I'm just saying, that's just what it is. Dude, Brett Favre went into Oakland. After his dad,
we just celebrated the 14-year. What was it? More than 14 years. 17-year anniversary of it.
That's not even the only situation though. Like Brett Favre was just so loved. Like everyone, dude.
He's a lot like Mahomes in Kansas City, I think, where it's just like this is the second coming of Jesus. Really, I guess the third coming of Jesus. And he was the man. And I think Favre you were so emotionally invested into, because unlike Rodgers, and I said this earlier in the show, you never got comfortable with Favre dropping back and throwing a pass, did you?
No.
I mean, every throw he threw, you were looking at it like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah.
And with Rodgers, we're very comfortable. But yeah, I mean, Brett Favre made the Packers super fucking relevant. And
because they weren't. And I like you compared him to Mahomes, but I don't even think that there is a player you can compare him to. Like the love that Favre had, like the hate Aaron Rodgers got. Like Aaron Rodgers, dude, could have shit out crystals, and they'd been like,
well, it's the same with Jordan Love, man. Yeah. I mean, not that's a super comparable situation, but I mean, they're both first-round quarterbacks.
No one gives a shit about Jordan Love right now. Dude, no. Jordan Love could be in practice right now just shitting out gold. Nobody knows.
Well, the Jamal Williams show, which I produced, he told a good story maybe 2 months ago now, where Jordan Love threw a rocket so fast at Jamal Williams' hand, it popped one of his fingers out of the socket. And Jamal caught the ball, but one of his fingers was just out of the socket. And he had to run over the trainer and they had to pop it back in because Jordan Love throws the ball at such high velocity. So that's a story that was swept under the rug a little bit.
I wonder if Jamal Williams fabricated that story and he dropped the ball and he's just like, I caught it though.
He might have dropped it. It was practice. Who cares? But
I love Jamal, but I would lie about that shit. That's a show.
Right. Of course. Anybody would.
But I locked in.
It literally broke my finger out of its normal placement, but I motherfucking caught it, baby.
Yeah. Like I did not drop it. I was inbounds too. No, but like that's what it is. Like, because dude, Brett Favre, like, I don't think any player in NFL history was more loved than Brett Favre. And I didn't love him. I loved him.
Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning?
No, I don't think so. I think
wasn't as loved as Brett Favre. Dan Marino?
No, Brett Favre is the most loved player of all time in his prime at the Packers. Nobody was ever, and I don't think anyone will ever be loved more. And I don't even love him the most. I'm not saying that because he's my great. I take Aaron Rodgers over Brett Favre.
Well, right, as a quarterback, you have to, but as a fan favorite.
Yeah, just even as
I think Favre was more well received than Rodgers has been. I'd agree.
Because Favre in his day was the Packers were shit.
And then he brought them to prominence, right?
He got that credit because it wasn't just him. It was Reggie White. It was Mike Holmgren. It was Leroy Butler. There's a whole bunch of pricks. I mean, not pricks, but a whole bunch of people. All right, but Favre was a big part of it, and I'll give him credit for that. I'm not dogging him, but at that time, I loved Favre, dude. I used to go to war when Brady was coming up, and people even hinted that Brady was better than Favre. Dude, I'll cut your throat. Like, dude, Brett Favre was the GOAT. Like,
did you just say you would murder somebody?
I would have murdered somebody for Brett Favre. And then he moved and he went to the Jets, which I was cool with going to the Jets.
I was cool with the Jets. Cool with the Jets. The Vikings then crossed the line.
Yeah. And then we went to the Vikings and I was like, I can't root for a Viking quarterback. I don't care if it's my kid. And then I found out he's sending nudes to people that don't want him. And I was like, what's going on over there? Like, it was old shit, but it took a minute to come over. And I was like, I'm not going to get into that. But because I don't know the details of that. I never saw the pictures. People
Good for you.
People Google it. I don't want to. I don't really know. I don't care. Like I trust you, but I'm not gonna Google a dude's like.
Dude, you're not gonna Google Brett Favre's junk. That sounds like a great Google option.
No, if someone told me like, hey, right here is Alex's junk, I'm like, keep that. I don't need that. Don't put that on my phone. I don't want that. You know what I mean? I don't need to see it. No, but when he went to the Vikings had a real chance to go to the Super Bowl, and if they would have, I would have never forgiven Brett Favre. But they didn't. They got damn close. And he was a damn good quarterback. He played really good at that time. And he beat the shit of the Packers that first game. Or they won. I don't remember the exact score. I don't want to talk about it.
I remember that. It was Monday night. I remember that game. It was Monday Night Football, yeah.
It was shitty. And then, but Aaron Rodgers got his revenge, which I think the universe demanded. Like, let's make it equal. They won one. We won one. Aaron Rodgers did his shit. And then after that, I was like, all right, he retired, and I was like, a couple years went by, 2-3 years, and I was like, all right, I'm going to forgive him.
You said
not
revenge.
That he needed my forgiveness. Not that he was like.
No, he didn't give a shit. Because remember what he did? He sold out Lambeau Field, which, I know I was at when he had his retirement.
Yeah.
I was there. I mean, there were 75,000 people there. Everybody forgave him. Everybody loved Brett Favre because he's the freaking man.
I know that he was in Mississippi like, I'm going to come back, but I'm going to wait on Matt. He is going to forgive me soon.
keep attention to the Vine posts that Matt's making.
He don't give a shit. And I remember someone asking me at the peak of my hatred for Brett Favre, right? My peak of my hatred. Like, they're like, well, because I used to talk mad shit about Brett Favre.
Yeah.
I remember there was a video of Brett Favre getting hit in the dick with a football in practice at the Vikings. And I posted it every day. I lost friends on Facebook because I posted every day. Like, why would you laugh? He remade it. I was like, it's fucking funny. All right? He left the Packers. He's playing for the Vikings. He got hit in the dick with a football. And I'm going to make an edit, and it's going to go, like I made video clips of it. I'm just getting hit in the dick over and over again. And then, but at some point, you just got to let it go. It's like, all right, he did what he did. He made the Packers relevant, and I loved it. How can you love someone for all those years and then just end it? But I did because he played for the Vikings.
You went back to the X, Matty. You went back to the X.
Dude,
but you said something before.
Understand this. Understand this. If my son was an athletic person, he can probably hear this, so I shouldn't yell it. But if he was like, because my son played sports.
You're saying if my son. You have two of them, Matt. You have two sons.
No, but my younger boy wasn't as much into sports as my older boy. My older boy played varsity, a lot of shit. It's a small school. But
shout out to the Blue Devils.
If he would have been playing for the Vikings or the Bears, I would not have worn their shit. I would not root for them. I'd root for him. I'd be like, hey, good job, go get him. Not when he plays for the Packers. I wouldn't. Dude, I don't give a shit if Aaron Rodgers, as much as I love him.
So you never lived the fantasy of the middle-aged white guy whose son plays for either the Badgers or the Packers, which 99% of
no,
people
but I would be cool with that. I would root. I would love that shit. I'd tattoo it on my fucking forehead. But if he plays for the Vikings or the Bears, I disown him. I would not root for that shit. There's no situation, there's no player that could ever get me to root for those teams. So once you cross over, as much as I love even Tom Crabtree, which is my guy, Preston Smith,
one of your buddies,
is my guy. If they go to play for their team, I'm done. I'm not done with them forever, but while they play with them, we're done. We're gonna take a timeout. It's same with my kids. I mean, I'm not gonna. It's different with my kids. I'm not gonna disown them and like go to hell. They're gonna make a lot of money, so I'm gonna hang on a little bit. But I'm just not gonna.
Let me end on this. Well, while you were rambling about some nonsense,
everyone left.
Everyone left. No, that's not true. But I was thinking about the road through Lambeau, and I'm thinking it's gonna look like this. I'm making my official call 2 weeks before the Packers play their first playoff game. I think it goes Packers host the Bucks and Tom Brady. They win. And then they host the Saints and Drew Brees' final NFL game, and they win. I think it's Bucks then Saints. I think we got a lot of NFC South coming up for the Packers. But I'm really excited for this weekend of football. All 6 games are going to be a lot of fun. The Washington football team did end up beating the Eagles, so it is them in the 4 seed they will host the Buccaneers. It'll be the Buccaneers at the Washington football team. I think maybe you'll see an upset there, but I think it's unlikely.
So let me ask you this. Maybe you already said this because I was looking at my phone. Wasn't paying attention. No, but I'm just making sure this guest isn't coming through. But I'm not looking at Facebook and seeing what Aunt Martha's hanging out doing. But so who? I'm just saying. I'm not being an asshole. Or excuse me. But who do you see the Packers play next week?
In 2 weeks, I think they'll get the Bucks. I think the Bucks will beat. I think the Bucks will beat the Washington football team, and I think the Seahawks will beat the Rams, and I think the Saints will beat the Bears, and it'll be Bucks at Packers. It'll be Seahawks against Saints in New Orleans, and the winner of those two games will play in the NFC Championship game. And I think
that is.
It's going to be Packers Bucks in the second round. It's going to be Seahawks Saints. The Saints are going to beat the Seahawks. The Packers are going to beat the Bucks. Saints come to Lambeau Field, Drew Brees' final game, and the Packers win. And I think the Packers go to the Super Bowl.
That's a tough fucking little stretch they got going on there according to your schedule.
I mean, that's what's going to happen. So that's a playoff.
I'm not
that's
saying
playoffs.
That.
That's playoffs.
No, I don't think I'm not saying it's not going to happen. Because like last year, we don't have no Niners. I've said it all year. There's no Niners.
Packers are the Niners this year, man.
Yeah.
They don't have the defense like the Niners had. They don't have the terribly ridiculous. There's no team in the NFL with the terribly good defense. And that's new. That's rare.
But if you average it out, the Niners didn't have the quarterback either. What did they throw, like 8 times?
Right, and they didn't need to. They had the rushing attack, they had the offensive line, and then they had the front seven of their defense, which just held every team to like fucking 14 points. Yeah. And their offense, they have Jimmy G throw 15 balls a game tops and have the running backs do the rest, and it worked for them, which was weird. That was a style of football we haven't seen in 20 years. And
I don't think that's coming back next year.
No, I think it's done, and I think the 49ers didn't win the Super Bowl for a reason.
They had a window. They didn't
even have a window. I think they had a really good year, and Kyle Shanahan, by all means, a good football coach.
No, go to hell.
But I look at it this year. I mean, the Packers are the best team in the NFC. I don't feel like any team can beat them on any given Sunday. And while it can happen, I'm really confident with the road rolling through Lambeau. I don't know how the hell the Packers. I don't know how the hell the Packers will not make the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be easy because I think the Buccaneers are going to be a tough team. I think the Saints are even going to be I think the Buccaneers will be not as good as they were the first time around, and I think the Saints will be not as easy as they were the first time around. I think they're both going to catch L's. Get that out the way. But I think that it won't be the same for either of those teams.
No, and I think a couple of those battles will be very close. Like I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna run away with some games like they have the last couple of weeks, right? I think you look at the Packers, what they're able to do offensively. They can put up 30 plus literally every night, and I think they won't see that as much in the playoffs. They're going to play better defenses. Obviously, as the road goes on, that's just the that's the road to the Super Bowl. You have to play better teams when you get further down the road. But they're still going to be able to put points on the board early, and I think that's still going to, and as all season, work in their factor. The second quarter, they've been so good. The first quarter, they've been good as well. Maybe not great, but they've been a lot better in the first quarter than they were last year. I'm excited to see what happens, man. I really don't feel like there's a huge threat to them in the NFC, but that's the playoffs, man. I mean, they could end up playing Chicago next week, who somehow pulls off an upset of the Saints, or in 2 weeks they play the Bears. And the Bears could all of a sudden just find a rhythm, and that's a horrible example because there's no way the Bears are beating the Packers, but, a small seed. And I really do think, any team can hit their stride, like the Rams, maybe, if they got them. If they somehow pull off an upset against Seattle next week, that's who they'll play. If they play a low seed, I think it gets interesting. But again, I think even if you give them the Bucks next week and the Saints in the NFC Championship, which right now, if I had to predict a playoff bracket, that's what I would think would happen. I think they'll get the Bucks in the divisional round, and they'll get the championship round with New Orleans. And I think there'll be good games. Maybe the Packers don't put up 30 points, but I have a hard time believing the Packers don't get to the Super Bowl this year. I haven't said that in a long time, so it's cool to say that. I mean, last year I wasn't saying I have a.
I know.
Last year I wasn't saying the Packers are going to easily get to the Super Bowl, and that's not what I'm saying now. But I was not this confident last year. I'm more confident this year, and I'm pretty excited for the road ahead. I think it's going to be a fun January.
I agree because people think I'm super confident, and which I am. Like all year I've been talking.
No, you gloat. You love your team.
But I talked shit all last year until the NFC Championship game. Like you can look back at my shit. I wasn't talking shit before NFC Championship.
Yeah, the 49ers are scary.
Yeah, I was not talking shit about the Niners before the NFC Championship game last year. So So I think this year you would have to say if you had to pick one team that said who is the Niners team of this year, the Packers are the closest thing to that.
And that helps that they're also the 1 seed and they won a lot of games.
Yeah.
And if I had to actually pick a 49ers team in comparison to, last year, I would pick the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers are the scariest team in the playoff field.
All right, that was enough of Alex for tonight.
Of course. Twice. He reuses the same joke an hour later.
Hey, no, these people who are watching now, they didn't see that. No, but no. I don't agree with you, but we don't always have to agree, Alex. Hey, but I'm gonna do. I think I might go live tomorrow and do a recap. I think we recap the shit of everything, but I might do it again anyways. But if you want, what are you doing tomorrow?
I'm down in Madison tomorrow. I'm at ESPN Madison tomorrow.
Well, then go to hell. No one cares about you.
Fair.
No, everyone subscribe on YouTube. Or if you're watching on YouTube, or if you don't follow me on Facebook and you want it on my Facebook page for some reason, and you're wondering how the hell did I get here, just go ahead and follow me, all right? And if you're on my Twitter page for some reason, someone retweeted it, probably by accident, go ahead and hit the follow button, all right? Wherever you are, follow me because I'm going to do a lot of more of this annoying shit, and you might not want to miss it. You might want to block me. But either way, follow me or block me. Those are your options.
Do one of them.
You're going to see me. And this is my guy, Alex Strofe. All right? Alex Strofe, over here, you can follow him on Twitter. That's his most main thing. You probably won't see him anywhere else because he's not really good at stuff. But
That's true. I'm not.
No. He does a lot of shit for Game of Wisconsin, ESPN Madison, what's that other one?
Pack-A-Day Podcast.
Pack-A-Day Podcast. Yeah. Pack-A-Day Podcast. The originators of all the bullshit that we're doing right now probably won't happen if it wasn't for Pack-A-Day Podcast. They actually do good podcasts, unlike the shit you're listening to right now.
Yeah, a little bit better than this. Yeah, more coherent.
First of all, you could have argued it a little bit, like, no, you're good. All right, I know.
Nah, you suck.
All right, and thanks for Alex coming on. I know that a lot of other guys that do Pack-A-Day Podcast would not have been so disrespectful. No, but no, Pack-A-Day Podcast, dude, I'm all for like lifting up other people. I don't give a shit. Obviously, Pack-A-Day Podcasts are way. They're good. They're professionals. They do really good shit. They analyze. They do all this shit. I'm just fucking around. I mean,
that's good analysis over there. Over here, we just drink and shoot the shit.
Yeah,
it's
but
different.
Dude, I don't even care if it's that because like there's a lot of people on Instagram like, hey, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. What should I do? And I try to give them a little bit of advice, but like my advice isn't that good. But like, dude, I don't care what you do. Like, if you want to do a podcast, just start your shit. Like, I don't care how you want to do it.
When it comes to content creation, I'll go here, Matt, because this is stuff I'm passionate about, as you know.
Dude, I am very passionate, but I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna do something, start it. I mean, you don't need anybody else. The internet is so beautiful that way. If you want to do a podcast, start it. It's not that hard to do. Look up how to start a podcast. You'll figure it out in 20 minutes. Start a YouTube channel. Start a Facebook page. Start an Instagram page. Not that hard. Do one of them, and you'll find maybe a following. So yeah, I think content creation is important. If you want to try it, it's not that hard to do. Go ahead and try it. And I think it's important that people continue to do it because the internet's a cool place and there's never enough things to follow. So, if there's somebody that's been watching us for the last hour and a half, they can get out there. Martin says, OnlyFans, here I come. Hey man, your style is your style. But yeah, so yeah, that's my spiel.
Yeah, because dude, first of all, I love that comment, Martin. So I had to put that out there.
That's a pretty good comment.
No, but like I say the same thing because like I have a pretty decent following. Like a lot of people like what I do, and I'm not necessarily good at it. Like what I do. Dude, I get it.
Is this where I'm supposed to say yes? You are, Matt. Stop talking nonsense.
No. You're not, because I just get buzzed up. But I have a pretty decent following on Facebook and not YouTube. Nobody watches my shit on YouTube. You know what's funny? Someone hated me on YouTube. I posted a screenshot of it on Facebook. It got more dislikes than any of my videos got views. Because my people went on their YouTube and disliked it because he was being an asshole to me. I was like, why don't you do that when I post my YouTube links? No,
just click the other button, the one to the left of it.
Yeah, no, but my thing is, dude, just go and do it. Like if you want to make a podcast or a blog or make video or whatever the fuck you want to do, just do it and don't give a shit if people like it or not, dude. Like people didn't like none of my shit, dude. I made a Facebook page. I made posts on it for like 2.5 years. And no one saw but my mom and like my sister. I had like 2 likes on all my shit. No one liked none of my shit. And then one day I made a meme. It wasn't even me. It was like 6 months ago when people started liking the shit I actually posted. I posted memes and just like funny shit, and I still do that shit. But like it was a long time. Like, but just if you want to create content, just create it. Don't worry about who's watching it, who's seeing it. Just create it, and then eventually
you get 2 views. That's 2 less views than you had before. I mean, that's the best way to look at it. So I think it's very important.
And,
a lot of people talk about doing it, but a lot of people don't do it.
And just have fun doing it. Just have fun.
That's the most important part. If you're having fun, it's fun to listen to.
Yeah, and then no one gives a shit. Like whether people like Pack a Day podcast, I guarantee, like when they first started, nobody was listening to that shit or watching it. Like. No, but like just do it. If you're having fun, don't make it a job. I mean, some people make it a job, but after they get to a certain level.
Hey man, if it's a job, and I'll say this as a guy, you know my job. I work at ESPN Madison. If it feels like a job, it's no longer fun. I don't think, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
You've got to go in there and do what you love and have fun doing it. And number one, if you're having fun, it's fun to listen to. That's like kind of the golden rule of content creation. And I mean, as long as it doesn't suck. Sometimes your and I content sucks because we're drinking so much. But that's beside the point, right? If you're having fun doing it, then you're doing it well. And to get to the point where and I'm not talking from this golden pedestal by any means because
no, I feel like you are.
I totally am. But I mean, you'll get there. I mean, if you love what you're doing and other people are loving it, you'll be able to monetize it in a way that you have and many other people have. So that's the golden age of the internet, man. I mean, utilize it to your benefit, and that's the part about content creation. A lot of people shit on us even when we're doing our thing, say something around the lines of,
dude,
"Oh man, these guys are so stupid. Get me on here."
Dude, you know how many times whenever I post a video on the internet, mostly on Instagram, like the clown emoji gets overused.
Oh, all the time.
People are just hammering on the clown emoji. I'm a clown. No, but dude, that's I'll end it on this. Just have fun. Make your shit, whether it's serious, whether it's goofy with the shit I do.
And that's how the Packers feel, Matty. They're having fun and they're playing really well.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not having fun, then what the fuck's the point?
Exactly.
I'm gonna put that.
Let's put that on a t-shirt.
I'm gonna put that on a shirt, bitch. All right. Hey, appreciate y'all tuning in. Facebook user, he said LOL. I know it wasn't. I know that wasn't towards Alex because he's never said nothing funny in his life.
Nah, very rarely.
No, I appreciate. I'm gonna highlight some of these comments real quick, and then we're gonna head out of here. Yeah.
I like this comment.
What the fuck is Alex a special guest? No, he's not a special guest.
That's not me. I'm just a guest. He's
a guest, but Only time he's been special is in the 10th grade. All right. That's fucked up. Hey, I'm gonna have a special guest. I'm gonna work it out, and I'm gonna get that special guest. In the off season, dude, I'm gonna have so many special guests. I'll forget who Alex is.
Yeah, fair enough.
He'll text me, and I'll be like, "Who this? No,
Who this dude? Why did he text me again?
no, Alex is good shit. No, but
Appreciate you, Matty.
No, hang on, real quick before I head out of here. Alex Strofe, Twitter, Game on Wisconsin. Madison, ESPN, and fucking a whole bunch of shit. Alex is on everything. All right. Pack a Day Podcast. What is the other one?
That's it. You got them all.
All right. Cheesehead TV.
I mean, yeah, technically, but not really.
Oh, fuck Cheesehead TV then. Is that what you're saying?
Not quite.
All right.
They own Pack a Day.
They had Charlie Barron's on today. I'm going to go.
Game on Wisconsin had him 5 days ago.
I'm going to have him next week. So what the fuck? So I'm last? Well,
ESPN Madison had him 2 weeks ago. You're late.
I'm going to cancel.
You're too big for him. It's wasting your time at this point.
I'm going to go bigger. I'm going to fucking go on. I don't know. There is bigger. No, shout out to Charlie.
Peace.
I'm just fucking. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Get shit face.